He thought he had found paradise, but Obinna had invited the very storm that would ruin him. What started as an innocent love story was about to become a very dangerous game. Once upon a time, there lived a young man named Obinna. Obinna was the most handsome, wealthy, and charming young man in the entire village of Umuaka. Every maiden wanted him. But Obinna had one flaw. No woman was good enough for him. He and his closest friend Chike made a game out of breaking hearts. They would seduce beautiful women, promise them marriage, and then abandon them without remorse. Obinna's parents had warned him about his reckless ways. His mother would sit him down countless times saying, "Obinna, life is not always what it seems. A man who breaks the heart of many women will one day meet the one woman who will break him completely." His father too often reminded him, "Nwam, pride goes before destruction. Humility is what makes a man great, not beauty." But Obinna never listened. He was too consumed by his youth, his looks, and the power he had over women. And then he met Ijeoma, a young, stunningly beautiful maiden. Her beauty was the kind that silenced conversations, the kind that made men lose their words and women whisper with envy. She was graceful, hardworking, and respectful, a woman every man dreamed of marrying. Ijeoma was already engaged to Kelechi, the village's proud and fearless hunter. Kelechi was known for his unmatched skill with the bow and arrow. He provided for Ijeoma's family, showered her with gifts, and loved her beyond reason. Everyone knew that once the wedding came, Ijeoma would live like a queen. But then came Obinna. When Obinna set his eyes on Ijeoma, his desire consumed him. He didn't care that she was engaged. He didn't care about Kelechi's reputation as a fearsome hunter. To Obinna, Ijeoma was just another conquest, another prize to prove his power. At first, Ijeoma refused him. She reminded him that she was engaged, that she belonged to Kelechi, and that she would never betray her fiancé. But Obinna was persistent. He followed her everywhere, to the marketplace, to her compound, even down to the stream where the maidens fetched water. Ijeoma, he whispered one afternoon as he found her alone by the river bank, "You belong to me, and deep down you know it. I can give you the world, everything Kelechi cannot." She turned sharply, her voice trembling. "Obinna, leave me alone. My heart belongs to someone else." But Obinna smiled, stepping closer. "Your heart may belong to him, but your soul already calls out to me." Little by little, his relentless pursuit began to break down her resistance. He sent her secret love notes. He carved wooden bracelets for her and would stand outside her compound at night singing her name in soft, haunting melodies. Soon, rumors began to spread in the village. Word reached Kelechi, and when he confronted Ijeoma, she swore that Obinna was harassing her and that she had refused him. But Kelechi didn't stop there. One evening, under the old Udala tree, Kelechi finally confronted Obinna face to face. "Stay away from Ijeoma," Kelechi warned, his voice deep and trembling with restrained anger. Obinna laughed, a mocking smile curling on his lips. Why are you panicking, mighty hunter? Are you so afraid of losing your woman to a man like me? Kelechi's jaw tightened. Ijoma is mine. You will not lay a hand on her. But Obinna stepped closer, whispering coldly, if your woman truly loves you, why are you afraid? That night, Kelechi walked away, but his heart was heavy. He could feel something slipping from him, something he couldn't control. And he was right. Obinna's relentless charm eventually won. After weeks of pressure, stolen glances, and secret meetings, Ijoma finally gave in. Under the cover of darkness, she met Obinna by the riverside, where he whispered promises of love, marriage, and forever. That night, she surrendered her heart and her body. But everything changed the next morning. Obinna was nowhere to be found. No visit, no notes, no secret songs beneath her window. Days passed, then weeks, and Ijoma realized the truth. She had been used. One evening, when she finally gathered the courage to confront him, Obinna's cold response shattered her world. Ijoma, he said casually, leaning against a palm tree, you are beautiful. You were a challenge. I conquered you. That's all. Her heart stopped. Obinna, you said you loved me. You said we'll be together. He laughed softly, his voice like venom. I never said I'd marry you. A man like me doesn't get tied down. Crushed and humiliated, Ijoma returned to Kelechi, hoping he would forgive her. But the moment he saw her tears, he knew the truth. You betrayed me, Ijoma, Kelechi whispered, his voice breaking. While I hunted for our future, you hunted for another man's touch. Kelechi, please. It was a mistake. I was weak. Enough, he barked, his eyes blazing. There is no place for you in my heart anymore. Kelechi walked away, leaving her standing in the moonlight, her sobs echoing through the night. From that day, Ijoma became the whisper of the village, the beautiful maiden who traded love for fleeting desire. Meanwhile, Obinna moved on to another woman, leaving behind another trail of broken hearts and shattered dreams. But fate was not done with Obinna yet, and the consequences of his actions would come back for him in ways he never imagined. Then came Ifunanya, a sweet and innocent young woman who loved him deeply. Unlike other women, she gave him her heart entirely, believing every promise he made. He told her he wanted to marry her, that she was his future, and she fell for every word. But when Ifunanya became pregnant, Obinna's true nature revealed itself. Obinna told her he wasn't ready. Confused and heartbroken, Ifunanya ran to his mother, crying bitterly. The older woman called Obinna and begged him, Ifunanya is a good girl. Marry her, she truly loves you. But Obinna, filled with pride, replied coldly, my youth and handsomeness cannot be wasted on one woman. When I find someone truly worthy of me, I will marry, but not her. Obinna ran straight to Chike, trembling. Chike, Ifunanya is pregnant. I'm not ready to marry her. Chike smirked and whispered the deadly advice that would change everything. There's a herbalist outside the village. Take her there. No one will know. Blinded by fear and pride, Obinna convinced Ifunanya to abort the child. But when the truth came out, the entire village mocked her. Humiliated and heartbroken, Ifunanya left Muaka forever and cursed Obinna before she left. Obinna, the gods will punish you. The gods will judge you. Neither Obinna nor Chike took her words seriously. But the gods never forget. Years passed, and one evening, Obinna attended the annual New Yam Festival. That was when he saw her, a mysterious young woman unlike anyone he had ever met. Her name was Amara. She was breathtaking, skin like polished bronze, eyes like moonlight, and a voice so soft it could calm a raging storm. From the moment she smiled, Obinna was captivated. Within days, he pursued her relentlessly. Surprisingly, she agreed to marry him almost immediately. The villagers warned Obinna to be careful. They didn't know where Amara came from, and nobody in the neighboring villages had ever seen her before. But Obinna didn't care. For the first time in his life, he was in love, or so he thought. When Obinna introduced Amara to Chike, his friend was stunned. He had never seen a woman so beautiful, so graceful, so spectacular. At first, Chike congratulated Obinna, but deep down, something dark was growing in his heart. An obsession. Whenever Obinna wasn't home, Chike would find excuses to visit Amara. He complimented her, tried to charm her, and even hinted that Obinna didn't deserve her. But Amara always warned him calmly, "Chike, stay away from me. There are things about me you cannot understand." Instead of listening, Chike's desire grew stronger. And that was when everything began to unravel. If you're enjoying this story, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. In this channel, I share interesting African tales that I'm sure you're going to enjoy. Thank you. Back to the story. One moonlit night, Chike secretly followed Amara. She was walking alone, moving gracefully through the forest, until she reached the sacred Ukwata River. To his horror, she walked straight into the water without hesitation, without drowning, without a splash. The river swallowed her whole, and moments later, she emerged from the depths, completely dry. Chike froze in shock. His breath caught in his throat. His legs trembled. He tried to scream, but no sound came out. He ran as fast as he could back to Obinna's compound, barging into his friend's hut, panting heavily. Oh, Obinna, Amara, she. But the word wouldn't come. He began stammering uncontrollably, his voice breaking into incoherent sounds. Obinna grabbed him, shaking him desperately. "Chike, speak, what happened?" But Chike's tongue refused to obey him. From that night, Chike never spoke properly again. Obinna tried everything. He took Chike to healers, priests, and medicine men across 3 villages, but no one could cure him. Meanwhile, strange things began happening in Obinna's home. At night, he heard whispers coming from the river. Sometimes he woke up drenched in water, even though he had not gone near it. Amara would disappear for hours, always returning with the same calm, unbothered smile. When Obinna confronted her, Amara only replied, "My love, some truths are better left buried." But Obinna's nightmares grew worse, and so did his friend's condition. It became clear that this was no ordinary woman. One evening, Obinna followed Amara, just as Chike once did, and just like before, she went straight into Ukwata River. But this time, Obinna saw it with his own eyes. Her body transformed beneath the moonlight. Her legs dissolved into a long glittering tail. She was a river spirit, a daughter of the river goddess. Obinna staggered backward, his heart pounding. Suddenly, Amara turned, her eyes glowing. "Now you know, Obinna," she said in a chilling voice. "You took from women, you destroyed lives, you broke hearts. The gods sent me to you." Tears filled Obinna's eyes as he fell to his knees, begging for forgiveness, but it was too late. That night, the entire village was awakened by a terrifying scream. Obinna was gone. The only thing they found was his wrapper floating at the riverbank. Chike's stammer worsened until he lost his voice completely. He spent his remaining days wandering the village, pointing endlessly at the river, unable to explain the horror he had witnessed. Some say Amara still roams Okwata River, waiting for the next man who thinks no woman is good enough. And Ifunaya's last words came true. The gods will judge you. A man who plays with women's hearts plays with his destiny. Every betrayal carries a price, and when the river calls, it does not return its own. If you enjoyed the story, let me know what you think in the comment section. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel if you haven't, click this video on the screen. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. See you there.